Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome to some Madden 16 Ultimate Team. Now, obviously, in the last week or so, we have been opening up a lot of Blitz packs, so we could go ahead and get a lot of Blitz tickets. Now, if you had 200 Blitz tickets, you could get this guy right here, 97 overall, Night Train Lane. Now, I'm sure you guys have seen his stats like a billion times, so there's a quick glimpse at it. Now, if you move him over to strong safety, he actually becomes a 98 overall, and he has 99 hit power, so that card definitely should be a beast, going for about 1,000,000 coins right now. So we could keep them for a couple weeks and then sell them and just completely upgrade our team. Now, we had a couple large quick sells to open up with the remaining tickets, got 30k in 2 of them, definitely not complaining. Now, another set that was released was the throwback set. Now, instead of wasting any tickets on the throwback set, I decided to go ahead and, just kind of lurk the auction house and see if I could get Arian Foster for a good price. A 92 overall halfback for 60,000 coins. In my mind, that was definitely a no-brainer. Now, for all you guys that love Le'Veon Bell, don't worry. Both these guys are going to be getting a ton of carries. I just plan on using both of them as much as possible. Now, heading into this game, this is the debut of Night Train Lane and also Arian Foster. Now, my opponent's first drive, he had to go ahead and punt us the football, so here we are taking a shot deep, and Amari Cooper was able to come down with it. I told you guys I was done playing conservative. There you guys see Le'Veon Bell picking up 12 yards. On the very next play, Le'Veon Bell actually gives Foster a block, and Arian Foster is into the end zone. And of course, there's that celebration you guys are used to seeing in real life, but unfortunately, Arian Foster injured for the season. Now, my opponent came right back. He took a shot for his Amari Cooper, and for whatever reason, man, I switched to Night Train Lane, went up to make the interception, and he just, completely ran out of the way. Now, I've had that animation happen a couple times, so it's probably my fault. Definitely not Night Train Lane's. So it's going to go ahead, tie the game up at 7 apiece. And once again, we're looking to drive down the field with ease like we did last time. Now, I decided to go ahead, go with some read option, and Teddy Bridgewater ends up getting hurt. So in the game is Ryan Fitzpatrick. Now, Fitzpatrick's going to find Julian Edelman. He's going to make a spin move. As you guys can see, Keenan Allen didn't feel like blocking, but Julian Edelman is going to get all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now, starting off the second quarter, Fitzpatrick was still in there, and all he has to do is hand it off to Arian Foster. And once again, Arian Foster in the end zone for the second time today. That's going to put us up 14-7. But the thing is, we're really struggling on defense. Now, this was something that was happening in the last episode, and it's starting to get frustrating. Here at 4th and 6, we have a chance to get him off the field. You guys see me usering with Malcolm Smith, and I thought for sure I was going to get that interception. Instead, Andrew Luck was able to fit that one to his tight end and gets a new set of downs. Now on 1st and 10, you guys see Luck rolling out to the right. He's going to go ahead, fire across the middle, and Levante David, who's been huge for us all year, drops a pretty easy interception. I mean, I probably could have made that interception with boxing gloves on my hand, but instead, we do end up forcing him to 4th and 9, and this time he is going to take the field goal to make things 14-10, but my opponent left me 57 seconds, 2 timeouts, and that's definitely enough time for Teddy Bridgewater to get us at least in the field goal range. He's going to pick up 15 yards there in the scramble, 1st and 10. We're going to fake it to Foster. We're going to go ahead. We're going to roll it to the right. And Teddy B, with a beautiful throw on the run, is going to find Barnage all the way down to the 24-yard line. You guys see Teddy Bridgewater, a perfect 4 for 4 for 125 yards. Now on 3rd and 3, I tried catching him off guard with the run. And yeah, that didn't work at all. So we're just going to have to go ahead, settle for the field goal. But that's fine because it's going to put us up 17-10. Plus we get the ball to start the second half. Now in the second half, things were looking great. We're already pretty much over midfield, and that's when I end up throwing an interception. Now, I thought he was in man defense. I saw Edelman get open, but sure enough, he was in zone, and yeah, it ends up getting intercepted. So the very next play, Andrew Luck's going to take a shot deep for Dez Bryant. He's going to go ahead and get him all the way down to the 3-yard line. Now, he did end up getting a false start, but it's not going to matter because flashback Chris Johnson has enough speed to turn the corner and tie this game up at 17 apiece. So right now, a whole lot of offense going on, and we're just going to go ahead. We're going to slow things down and try and really pound the rock with Le'Veon Bell and Arian Foster. Now, Arian Foster so far in this game, not only running the ball, but receiving the ball, is just having a monster day. 2 touchdowns, close to 150 yards of total offense. Here at 2nd and 8, not quite sure what my opponent was doing. It was like he was in like a prevent defense or maybe a man up 3 deep, and yeah, that was a huge hole for Arian Foster. Foster ends up coming out of the game, and Le'Veon Bell is able to pick up the first down. Now here on 1st and 10, that was a huge tackle right there because Le'Veon Bell, if he gets that corner is getting in the end zone. The reason why it's even bigger tackle was because we end up turning the ball over. That's Levante David with the interception, and that was the same exact play that we threw an interception on earlier in the half. Now, if you guys couldn't tell, I'm actually running a bunch of different plays, trying to mix up the play calling, really trying to keep, the plays fresh so you guys aren't seeing the same thing over and over. So I'm trying out a bunch of new formations. For you guys wondering, my offensive playbook is the Panthers. My defensive playbook is the Patriots. Now we get a huge sack on Andrew Luck on 1st and 10. 2nd and 18. This time it's Mario Williams getting through, and my opponent was actually the one that called a timeout there. Now I'm not sure why he did, because I was able, to save us the timeout, and maybe that timeout at the end of the game could come up big for us. Now we're going to go ahead. We are going to burn one there so we can get the ball back with 50 seconds remaining. 1st and 10. Plenty of time to get in field goal range. So we're going to take things slow. Just run it with Arian Foster. Nice pickup of 4. 2nd and 6. Again, we go back to Foster, but really nowhere to go. So now we're in a tough situation. So I bring the clock all the way down to about 15 seconds. We're looking for Edelman, but a great defensive play by his safety to knock that one loose. So with 10 seconds remaining, I'm like, you know what? I'm frustrated. Let's just go for it. And we are going to find Amari Cooper for the first down. Now we use a timeout, and we have 1 remaining. So with 5 seconds, we take a chance. We give it to Le'Veon Bell, and we get our final timeout in with 1 second remaining. And of course, our kicker's Gostowski. And even if you're not a Patriots fan, you got to admit, Gostowski, one of the best, if not the best kicker in the NFL, knocks that one through from 53 yards to give us a 20-17 victory. Now, if you guys notice, like I said, my opponent called a timeout on that 2nd and 18 so we could save a timeout, and that extra timeout definitely came in handy at the end of that game. So we're going to go ahead. We're not going to waste any time, and we're going to jump into a new game. Now, I'm looking for our defense to step up. Lately, they haven't been playing that well, and you guys see my opponent is already chewing the clock. So we're going to have to go ahead, come up with a stop, and that's a pretty good start as Levy is able to get the interception on that play. So I'm not going to waste any time. All of these plays you guys are going to see, we are going no huddle after pretty much every single one. There's an 18-yard pickup from Bridgewater to Edelman. Now we're going back to Arian Foster. Makes a couple of guys miss, and that's 12 more yards. Now on 1st and goal, again, we have Le'Veon Bell and Arian Foster out there. Foster gives us a block, and Le'Veon Bell is into the end zone for the game's first touchdown. Now, we have like a new dynamic duo on offense, and our defense is looking pretty good as we get our 2nd interception on Ben Roethlisberger. That time, it was Malcolm Butler. And on offense, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to go with the play action. The defense is completely fooled as we have a tight end wide open in the end zone. That is Barnage, and that puts us up 14-0. Now, Roethlisberger on his last 2 passes threw an interception, and that's going to go ahead and make it 3 in a row. Now, you guys can see my opponent called a timeout and then paused the game. So maybe he's just making a quarterback change, or maybe he's actually going to go ahead and, yeah, your peer has conceded the game. So just like that, we get 2 more victories in this episode. And we also made 2 pretty big additions in Night Train Lane and Arian Foster. So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just want to thank you guys for all the support. More gameplay will be out soon. More Guess Who's, all of that stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'm signing out.